It's been a hot minute since I've done a video. My last video was the 2026 plans and stuff. This video is going to be a little bit different in regards. So I've seen a lot of cosplayers on TikTok talk about their 2026 cosplans for this year, for 2026, and like I had like a bit of inspiration from them, and I want to go into 2026 with like cosplans I want to do, like dream plans here and there. I have a bit of a list to go through. Some of the lists might not be finished by the end of the year, but I can continue onwards for like future cosplans, if that makes sense. If you get what I mean. So there's that. Also, real quick, why am I in Raphael cosplay? I can explain like Love and Deep Space lore. It's kind of like a new hyperfixation that I'm currently going through. But I will probably go into details in a later video. So there's that. Raphael is just my little chaos boy, and that's really it. I'll tell you who inspired me to make this video. So it was originally Georgia Dyer. So hi Georgia. I really love your content. Even the Blackpool vlog content that you do with Nathan. So inspired by Georgia, I thought I'd tell you all my 2026 cosplans in general and see what's happening. So going into it, I will be cosplaying more Love and Deep Space stuff. So I've got plans to bring back Zane and Xavier because they were both super fun to do. I love being Xavier and I love being Zane. Raphael, it's kind of growing on me a little bit, but I expect Silas and Caleb content soon. I'd really want to do an MC cosplay this year, like the full Huntress MC cosplay this year for possibly a con. I'm not sure what con yet, but she's in there. She's cooking. I do have so I found this in a charity shop actually. I'll show you. So this is my dress for MC when she goes to the prom. With not the prom, it's like an event thing for Silas. So like this is like very similar kind of vibes, and I do want to bring that to like possibly an after party at a con at least. I think I know what I might bring it to, but she's there. But you get me. On my list that's kind of really simple and like easy to do is Okarun from Dandadan. So I'll do him like casually, and it's really pretty much low effort for me because I've got a wig that's kind of in a similar style to Okarun's, but I'm not gonna do the ghost / version of Okarun because I think that would be very time consuming, whereas casual Okarun's really easy to me, if that makes sense. Speaking of One Piece cosplans, so for One Piece I really want to do Time Skip Nami because she's got such a pretty design and I really like her outfit, and I also really want to do Sanji. Here's the thing, I've loved Sanji since the beginning, but I never had the chance to actually cosplay him. But like, maybe this is the year I do a Sanji cosplay. He is like one of my top tier anime boys of all time, but like, I need to do him justice. I need to do him properly, if that makes sense. Also, Bleach cosplans. I have a Rukia cosplay that's still a work in progress. It's been a work in progress for years. I need to bring her back, and like, I don't know what con I'll do her to, but like, I'll bring her back definitely. I do want to do Rukia, and I also want to do Ryu Ishida, but like the adult version. So like, you know, like the time skip, and like they'll become adults, and they have like their own kids. Yeah, Ryu. So that his backstory is he becomes like a fully fledged Quincy, and so I want to do my take on that and do an Ryu Ishida, but like time skip of when he's like a grown man. Another one that I was gonna do for a group, it might come back again. I just need to work on face paint really, and just my confidence with face paint, and it's Vaggy from Has Been Hotel, and that's more like I need confidence with face paint because I'm not a really confident person with face paint, if that makes sense. I also struggle with a lot of skin issues, so I've had to find stuff that's like very sensory friendly and like not as outbreaker, if that makes sense. We have a Dungeon Meshi character here. So the Dungeon Meshi character I've always wanted to do is Izumi. So Izumi is she's a cat girl, but like she got cursed. So she's not really a cat girl, she's more of like a beast, kinda. Yeah, it's kinda complicated to explain Izumi, but she's the cat girl of the Dungeon Meshi squad. But I'm looking forward to bringing back Dungeon Meshi this year to a con. Kinda obvious because Danganronpa 2's coming out, and I want to do Sonya Nevermind. She's very princess-like, and I feel like I would pull her off so much. And I just love her character in general. But I'm wondering like what twists she'll have for Danganronpa 2, because I've got a funny feeling that something might occur. But I'm not saying anything. Because spoilers, but you get me. Next on my list is Teacher Izuku. Now I've done him before, but I like want to do him properly and like do videos with him, if that makes sense, because Izuku's like one of my comfort characters, and like I've seen him grow up, and like now that he's like a teacher within the latest chapters of BNHA, I do want to take him on and like definitely have some videos in mind for Teacher Deku, if that makes sense. This is a Halloween one, but I want to do Hikaru from the summer that Hikaru died. I'm not sure how I'll work the makeup out, but it might take me ages to like do it, but like I don't mind crafting stuff on my face as long as I'm not allergic to it, if that makes sense. But I feel like Hikaru would be a pretty easy cosplay. This is one for the 20th anniversary of Hetalia. This is just like I'll just put some stuff together and like there we go, cosplay. So this one is Paint It White, Hetalia, England. So I never see I only see like the Nopera outfits at cons, but you never see the guys' outfits ever. Like it's different types of military uniforms, but it's like very specific and very niche. But like there's a lot of like I I want to say like overalls and dungarees kind of stuff. But that's kind of like the basis of Hetalia Painted White. Is they it's mainly basically like overalls, and that's really it. But they've all got like really cool overall designs. And France has like a little patchy, like a peach design, and with a scarf for some reason. I don't know. I don't know. Ask Francis. Guy has been in my cosplans for a long time, and that is Bennett from Genshin Impact. I feel like I would pull Bennett off so much. Bennett, I was a Bennett main. I loved being him when I was playing Genshin, and like I was like obsessed with using his like powers and stuff. I think it's because he was a pirate character, and like I have a hyperfixation for pirate characters. I have a lot of pirate characters that I really love. This is just a hint at me in my Raphael cosplay being like, oh yeah, I use fire too. But yeah, Bennett for me, let me just slip. Bennett for me was one of those characters that made me enjoy Genshin when I was playing it, and like he was always a really good character to be on Genshin. And like his backstory and his lore of him being a Natlan character just kind of, it hits you in the feels. It hits you in the feels. And I mean another one I'm just gonna put out there is Mau Mau from Apothecary Diaries. She's been in my cosplans for a while, but I do have her cosplay. It's in here somewhere. Because I did say on a previous vlog that I did get a Mau Mau cosplay, but I've yet to get her wig, which is true. Like her wig's like in the sea. It's in the sea, but you get me. So I will be selling Mau Mau's wig at some point. I also want to do Garden Party Mau Mau, because Garden Party Mau Mau looks really fun, and I want to pull her off, if that makes sense. So I'll like look into like the details of Mau Mau and like her cosplay and like how it fits, because I noticed that there's like different variations of kimonos for like there's like Japanese ones, and her outfits for Apothecary Diaries and that are like they're very different, so there's like different ways of wearing them. So I need to get my head around that, if that makes sense. I've got Futaba. Obviously I am bringing Futaba again to cons and stuff, because Futaba is like one of my absolute favourite cosplays I've done of all time, but I want to do the Oracle version of Futaba. So she's happening at some point. I'm not really sure when, but she will be a lot of fun to do. And I also want to do Haru from Persona 5. Haru, I feel like I would suit a Haru cosplay from Persona 5. So like casual Haru. Like she's very cutesy and pink, and I love characters like that. 2026. But if anyone wants to join me for a Kami-sama Kiss group, let me know. So this one is Nanami from Kami-sama Kiss. She is the main protag girl from Kami-sama Kiss, and she is very relatable, and like I really adore her. I adore her as much as Toru, but like they're like on similar levels of like best shoujo protag, but like I put Toru there, and then Nanami's just like there, if that makes sense. I also really want to do free run at some point, so if anyone wants to do like a free run cosplay group, like let me know. A lot of fun to do. I think a free run cosplay group would be really fun to do. Because I'm low-key, like, really into Freerun, and I love the story of Freerun as a whole. This is just gonna be cat characters as a whole. So my next on my cosplan list is Morgana from Persona 5. Why? I think I'd suit like a humanized version of Morgana, but if anyone wants to be their Morgana for like a group or something like that, like let me know, because I feel like Morgana would be so much fun to do at a con. Now, I do have a closet cosplay for a character called Narumi. If you know Wotakoi, you'll know who I'm referring to. So she's like very like in the closet kind of thing. I also have props for Timothy Timepiece from Take Everything. Why do I do this to myself? I just saw them on Vinted and I was like, ooh, tempted. And then I got the bug, and then now I'm dedicated to like actually doing a Timothy Timepiece cosplay. Thanks, Alexia, and I'm gonna thank Astra at some point as well for like introducing me into Date Everything. So like, so Timothy Timepiece will be happening at some point for the memes, mainly for the memes. But you do know who voices Timothy Timepiece, right? Bryce Preppenbrook, aka Nagaso from Danganronpa. So that'll be really funny to do at a con. And then the last-ish one that is on the top half of my list. So we're kind of, yeah. Have you heard of Maid Summer and Misaki? I'd love to do Misaki this year. I'm gonna try to like possibly do her for like an event, possibly. I'm not sure whether I want to do like the maid version or like the casual version of Misaki, but you get me. Now I'm gonna talk about the revamp list. So for my revamp list this year, I am bringing back Your Forger from Spy Family. Yes, I'm being serious about that. So Your Forger, I've been wanting to update her for like ages, but like I've never had the time, or it hasn't been like the exact correct weather. But I have an event in June, so I can like wear her to like that specific con, if that makes sense. So like Your Forger is happening again, and it's just nice to like rewear her and like her updated outfit. And it would be a lot of fun to do like a Spy Family group at some point. It's just finding the people and just finding the time, if that makes sense. I would also love to bring back Makima from Chainsaw Man. So I didn't really like my Makima at first, like when I first did her, because it was at the time lockdown and I just didn't enjoy being her. But now I'm like really into Chainsaw Man, and I'm like, I should low-key bring her back, and I am planning on doing so. So there's that. I also wanna revamp my Joker Persona 5 cosplay. So there's going to be two versions of Joker that I'm going to be doing, which are his school outfit and his Persona outfit. So they'll both be like revamped and stuff. So like it'll be really cool for me to be Joker again. The thing is, I enjoyed cosplaying him last year, and I want to bring him to cons and events this year, so I really enjoyed that. I am revamping Kokichi Irma. I wasn't expecting it, but we are revamping Kokichi. So the reasons why I'm revamping Kokichi is because I don't really like the look of his outfit. as a whole. I want to replace the original buttons that I want to put on there with like better buttons, if that makes sense. So like I want to sew into Kokichi and like the cosplay and like sew the buttons better, if that makes sense. Because at the moment my Kokichi cosplay is kind of lacking. This is what I'm on about. They got these, but I want to replace them with like better buttons, if that makes sense. I do want to like possibly clean up a little bit. It is like I do want to wear it again, but like it's just covered in glue, but I do want to sew into it, make like a piece out of all this and like make it kind of accurate to the outfit. Be free. Anyways, I'm just gonna place it back here. I'm also gonna revamp my Canada cosplay. I won't do him fully. I'll just do him casually. So I just need Canada's wig. Bam upon. So I am revamping Canada. I will also be revamping Junko. So Junko needs a bit of a revamp. It's been like forever since I've worn her. The last time I wore her properly was, I think, HorrorCon 2023. But that's like, it's in my archive now, but like, I'll wear her again. But like, I want to improve like the way her hair is, if that makes sense. So on my revamp list and what I'm doing for AnimeCon is Kyoko Kirigiri. So I have plans to upgrade her tie. I do have her wig like styled and like fully ready for AnimeCon. I just need to test her out and like fully do her, if that makes sense. I'm taking her to AnimeCon so I can like meet Erika Harlacher, so I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. I have Austria from Italia as well, so I do have like an Austria cosplay that's in here somewhere, which I'll do properly. I also want to do Clay from Genshin and Aether from Genshin. Another cosplay that I'm hoping to bring back is my Nio England from Italia. So, if you've followed me for a long time, I used to do Nio England quite a lot on my account, and like I want to bring her back to a con. I feel like she'd be like a lot of fun to a con. Also on my revamp list is Tamaki Suo from Aaron. You wasn't expecting it, but like I low-key want to bring him back, and like because Aaron turns 20, and I want to do a silly video based on Aaron turning 20. But Tamaki is coming back, if you get me. Also on my revamp list is Honoka from Love Live. Now I've got her bouquet version, but like I think there's like another version I'd love to do, but I'm not 100% sure what version I want to do for Honoka. But like we're going back to like 2019, and I did a lot of Honoka stuff in 2019, if you get what I mean. Also on the revamp list is Maharu Koizumi, so I did a lot of her. I think it were a while back now. It's been like a few years ago, but I want to do her like properly and like get her freckle pen and stuff like that. I also want to bring back Kazuichi because I feel like he'd be interesting at a con. But like how he is so chaotic and like yeah, you get me. And my last one, because season 3's coming out, is Aziraphale from Good Omens. I miss being this little guy. So during my time during like COVID and like when Good Omens came out, like I was always this guy, and I do want to bring him back like fully and properly, if that makes sense. So like it's gonna happen with time, obviously, but you get me. These are like dream plans, I think. So these are like the ones that I'd love to do this year. But then again, it might get passed on. So number 1 is Haru's Noir outfit from Persona 5. Then you've got Linny from Genshin. Then you got Pantalona from Genshin. Then you got Hajime from Ensemble Stars, Tori from Ensemble Stars, Karu from Ensemble Stars. Then you've got Mika from Ensemble Stars. I want to do Hatsune Miku, but like I might thrift her outfit a little bit, but like not letting it be accurate to the character, but like my own version of Miku, if that makes sense. I do have plans for more Shu Itsuki casual outfits. You got Joseph from season 2 JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I'd love to do him one day. You got Trish from JoJo. You got Jolene from JoJo. I am planning to do World Stars England. I'm bringing back World Stars America, because why not? Skull from Persona 5, I'd love to do. Fox from Persona 5, I'd love to do. Lucifer from Hazbin Hotel, I'd love to do. Stolas from Hell of a Boss, I'd love to do. I think I would pull off Stolas. He's low-key one of my favourites. Ragatha from Digital Circus. I need to figure out like what I need to do with Ragatha, if that makes sense. So like I have ideas in mind for Ragatha, but like I need more support with Ragatha, if that makes sense. Sumagi from Danganronpa. Gonta Gokuhara from Danganronpa. Grim. Yes, I mean the cat from Twisted Wonderland. Yes, I mean the cat from Twisted Wonderland. I am that insane. But I love this stupid little cat. Like, I'm obsessed with him. Like, he's just a little guy. But I want to do like a humanized version of him, so like it's gonna be interesting, to be honest. This is a throwback one for all you K-Project lovers. Yashira from K-Project. Ritsu from Sakaichi Hatsukoi. If you know, you know. I do want to do another Pokemon-based cosplay this year. I haven't decided on like whether to do Dawn, James from Team Rocket, or Hilda from Pokemon Black and White. So like it's like up in the air for Pokemon plans anyway. So like it'll happen when it happens. It'll happen. I want to do Snufkin from the Moomin series. I've been addicted to that Moomin game ever since it came out, and I'm like obsessed with Snufkin. And I do kind of want to possibly handmake it. Possibly. I'll have to see what stuff's like. But like, I could possibly like combine things and like do it for Snufkin, if that makes sense. Daisy's one of my cosplans as well. I'd love to do Daisy this year as well, with the whole Mario movie coming out. And I think that's mainly it for like the whole cosplans thing, but like in a whole video, if that makes sense. So more might be added on. Some might be moved on to like a future cosplan, or like previous years, or like a few years ahead, if that makes sense. But the ones that I do have in mind, I will possibly do for cons and such, if that makes sense. I think this year, mainly for me, is mainly revamping all my stuff. So like, I need to like revamp and like improve a few things with cosplays and just make them a little bit better, but like do them in my own time consistency, if that makes sense. Now that my cosplans video is over, I want to thank you for watching this. What are your cosplans below? I'd like to know what your cosplans are, and like what are you gonna cosplay in 2026? I know I had a lot on this list. Some might even be like future cosplans, but I'm just gonna chill and vibe with it, to be honest, and just see what happens. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!